Now that we've established and set up our pages for our website or portfolio, I'm going to show you how to modify those pages. So I'm logged into Wix. Just going to click Edit Site. Remember, I called mine Art Education. Right now it's just loading the HTML editor. And I've already done a little work. What I'd like to do is just show you how to modify your pages, and then we're going to get into all the tools over here on the left. So I'm on my home page. I'm going to go to About, and About was a page that was a template. So it contains a lot of information you may or may not want to use. What's really, really simple about Wix is that you can modify all of this. So if you want it to change the image that's here, you just click on it and go to Change Image. And it's an about you, so maybe you put your self-portrait. I have quite a bit uploaded into my Wix image archive. You need to go to Upload Image. This will take all your images from your computer, so wherever you keep them. Mine was in Photos. Or what's really great about Wix is that they pair with Facebook, Flickr, Instagram, and Pixa. So if you have digital images on any of these sites, you can upload from those sites as well. So Upload Image, you would choose the image that you want it to upload, press Open, then you see the image uploading. However big the image is how long it's going to take for that to upload. So you see this larger image is taking a long time. And then I just want to show you, once the image has completed its upload, it moves down. So now it's part of my image gallery, and I can choose the image. I'm actually going to choose an image of myself because this is about change that image to an image of me. And here I could crop the image, I could link the image, anything like that can all be done in my image settings. If I need to get back to my image settings, I would just click the down arrow and it gives me all of the options of what I could do for my image. And then here says Mission and History, so that's a title text, and then there's a paragraph text that I can simply edit. If you have your artist statement, if you have a statement about who you are as an educator or who you are as an artist, this would be a really great place to put that. And since Wix doesn't have spell check, what I suggested is that you had that document already done in a word processing program, and then you can just copy and paste it into the text body right here. So if you have a document, for example, that has just gonna take this Elliot Eisner quote, copied it, and now I'm just gonna paste it into the body of the email. So again, it doesn't have to be this. It could be a mission and history. You could change the title if this is, let's say, your philosophy program statement, or if it is your artist statement. You know, whatever it is that you're putting there on your about page, student, teacher, if this is a portfolio, if this is your own personal website to sell artwork, you'll want to put a sort of a statement about who you are or what your program is. Down below, again, since this is a template, it came with all of this information, and this is information that you may not need or you may want to reorganize. You know, if you don't have staff, if there's something that you want to talk about here, like different types of work that you do or different programs that you have, you could do so. If not, what you do is you highlight each of these, you press Shift. I'm pressing the Shift key on my keyboard right now. Highlighting all these things I don't need or want on my page, but that came with the template, and pressing Delete. You can do it for the lines as well. They just, they take a little more work. So again, highlight, press shift. These are all things I don't want on my website, so I'm going to press delete. I missed one. Go down. Things I don't want, press delete. This line, don't want, press delete. This series of lines, delete. And I don't know, maybe you like the style of some of this and that you want to keep it. For now, I'm just showing you how to get rid of this. If I press shift, I can get rid of it at once. I find like those lines were a little hard to distinguish between. Just press delete. So this is what I have right now. And on your about page, you really just need to have an artist statement, a statement about your department, a philosophy of education, and some sort of image that connects what you're about. So I chose a personal image, but you don't have to put this on your about. That's up to you. But that's how you modify a page that's already been designed for you. It's really intuitive. It's so much of this just drag and drop, click and delete. You'll get used to it really quickly. So now I want to go to our contact page because that's a page that we added, so it won't come pre-populated, and I just want to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go over here to my contact page, and our contact page is completely bare. It just has the I'm a title, click here to edit me, and anytime you create a page, a new page, that's what it will look like. So all you have to do to get rid of it is highlight that, press delete, the whole thing is gone. So this page is yours to make completely. For now, I'm just going to save the work that I've done. I'm going to say, don't show me this again, because I always want to save as I go. Now I'm going to come back to our home page, which I've modified a little since the last time you saw, but I just wanted to get it ready for the work that we're going to do today. I want to show you the toolbar, but I want to show you a lot of different things that you can do with it. And I think that sometimes it can be a little overwhelming when you realize just how many tools and just how many modifications you have to work with on your site. I know that when I preview my site, I have a cascading menu from my home page that will take me to my subpages. Again, we created those so they just look like stock pages right now for all of them. So my about looks like what we just did. Contact looks like we left empty. So what I want to do is from my home page, not only have my cascading menu, but have some root images from the body of the home page itself. So there are two different ways for people to access my subpages. So right below here is where I'm going to make links, because I would like to show you how to link to pages, to painting, to drawing, and photography. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to go to add. Add is really where all of the different media and tools that you have available will be, because you are adding those tools to your page. Just think of it this way. Above there we have design. So it's really playing with the overall format of the way that your site looks. We chose a template, so we're not really getting into that. And then pages is what we started with, the creation, how people navigate your website. So we're going to go to add, add text. So if I want people to be able to, I just chose title because I know that that brings me to large text. And if I just go over here to edit text, it operates like a any word processing program would. So I'm going to say painting. And then if I want to modify the font, like I said, it works like a word processing program. But what you'll realize is that when you go to add text, it's going to keep the text from the template that you chose. So when you go to add text, if I go to title, it will always be the same. So if you want to keep that consistent, you can just add a bunch of titles. So I'm going to add another title here. And all the lines that come up mean that what I'm adding is aligned, which is really great. A really great way to keep your website looking neat is to make sure that everything that you put in aligns with one another. So all of this right now is aligned, and that's what that pink line that comes up means. So I'm going to make painting, drawing, and photography. And like I said, this is your time to be creative. This is your time to play with the tools up here. If you know how to use a word processor, then you know how to use those tools. I really don't need to walk you through these. It's something that you really should take the time to try out yourself. Just show you sort of how those different tools work. What's most important here is I want to show you how to link. Okay, I'd like to show you how to take these words and link them to the painting page on your website. So right here I'm going to choose the link option, and you can link to a web address, you could link to your email, you could link to a document. We are going to link to a page. We are going to link to your painting page and then say OK. If I want to modify anything, all I have to do is click on it, but for now I'm just trying to make sure that photography is aligned with painting. And what's cool about drawing is I can take it and it will show me with the red line where the middle of my page is. If I want this to be exactly in the middle of the page and kind of have painting and photography come out from that. So now I have drawing, painting, and photography, which will take website visitors to those pages. So just to show you what that looks like when I go to preview, now when I click on painting, it takes me to the painting page. So it's really pretty simple. I could, you can create all sorts of links to the pages from your website, so there's more than one way to navigate. And you can also create links to other web pages. If you already have a Flickr of your paintings and images, you could link to that. There's really, all the possibilities are there. It's for you to be creative and for you to modify the way you want. So now if I go to my painting subpage, I know that I have to delete that. These are all pages that we made, so we know that that is what comes up when you make a page from scratch. And then our about, which we had started, and our contact, which we took everything off of. So now I really do have a pretty basic site that needs only my additions. So I'll show you a little bit of what using the other tools here look like. We know how to add text, we know how to link, and maybe show you some of the other tools that you have to work with. So I'm going to go to painting. I'm going to add text, a title. Always let people know where they are. Make this larger, drag and drop, edit text. Really simple painting. And then I would like to, for the very first thing, is be able to take people back to the home page from our painting page. So what you're going to do here is add a button, and you want it to be a button that can take people, just look like it's going back to your page. So right now it says my button, and I'm just going to put it on the bottom of the page for now. I want to link it to a page, and I want to link it to your home page, so it always brings people home. And instead of the button text saying my button, we're going to have it say home, so that people know that's how you go back home. And then what's really cool about doing that is now that if I take my button, take this as a button, and I copy it, I'm going to save what I did, I can go to my drawing page and paste a home button, and it will take me home. And it's pasting the whole button, so I don't have to go in and link back. It's actually really pretty great. So now I'm going here, go back home. So I can always go back to my home page, save, my about page. I want people to be able to go right back home from it. save my contact page. Makes it so you can always get home, and it adds a really good navigation system to your site. So I was in painting and I wanted to do that. Now I want to be able to add images. I'm going to show you how to add an image gallery, which is a way of doing multiple images at once. When you're making a portfolio or a website, it's really nice to have this option. There are a bunch of different ways to add a gallery, a bunch of different setups. You can go through and see what those look like. Open it up. It will populate for you. If you don't like it, you know that it's as easy as highlighting it and pressing delete, so nothing is set in stone. I happen to like the thumbnail, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to drag it to my page. Right now it's a little big, so I'm going to bring it down, then move it across, and what you'll see is that my pink bar comes up to say that it's directly in the center of my page, so that's where I'm going to drop it. And now I'm going to go ahead and click so that my menu comes up, and I'm going to organize my images. These are all stock photos. So what you need to do is delete those and add your own. So I'm going through and I'm just deleting all of these images because they are not mine. What I'm going to do is add my own images, and again, look what happens. My image gallery shows up, and if you don't have images uploaded, you need to go to upload images wherever you save them. So I'll go upload images. I'm actually not sure that I have any. Oh, look, I have a few paintings on here. So I'll press shift and I'll take all 3 of these paintings, open. So now they're working on uploading my paintings. The longer it takes, it's just the larger the image is. It's good to upload a full resolution image though. You want people to be able to see your work, students especially. If you don't have a watermark on these images, you'll want to ask your teacher how you can add a watermark. Up here it tells you a little bit about the size of the files, and like I said, you can also connect to any of these networks. So I have a lot of my work on my Flickr. I could connect this to my Flickr. My personal website, I do connect to my Flickr as it's a great way to keep storage and it not be on your computer. The web's always a really great place for that. So right now I'm just uploading my paintings. These will continue to upload even if I work. So I'm going to add these 2, go to add image. And then what you want to make sure that you do is title your image so that when it shows up in your thumbnail, a title will happen, which is really nice. So I'll just call this Tree on the Ocean. Description, it's a painting. And you may want to add more information. Is it acrylic painting? What year was it painted in? And then if I wanted this image to link to something else, I could, but for now I'm just going to say done. So Tree on the Ocean comes up. Painting, 2014, all the things that I did. So I'm just going to preview this for a second so you can see what happens here. I didn't go in and add my title or description, so the image number of my JPEG shows up and that just looks awful. So you want to make sure that you always remember to do that. So I'll just go back to organize images. I'll highlight this image. And by now my last image should be ready to go. If I want this to be last, all I have to do is drag and move them around. If I want this to be my front image, I could put it there too. And it's good to keep this all consistent. So I want to go ahead and preview. all of my images come up in a great slideshow. But what you see is that my slideshow, that's why I always think it's really great to go back and to preview so that you can go back and fix. So I need to move my button down. It really is that simple. Save, preview. Right, I'm at painting. I can go home now. It's all coming together. So that's how you add an image, and we've done that to our painting. So now I'm going to go to my drawing page and show you some of the other things that you can add. So we added an image gallery. You can also add just a plain image, which functions the exact same way that the gallery did, except you're working with one image. You can also add media. So the types of media you can add are video, SoundCloud audio, a document. So if you had something saved as a PDF, you could upload that. All these different things that you can link to. I'm going to go to document just to show you what that looks like. I don't have any documents uploaded, so I went to upload a document. Wherever you keep your documents, again, if you have another place that you store documents, you'll want to have those already put on your computer. So, because what you notice is there is no Flickr or Instagram or anything like that for documents. Documents are just a whole different beast altogether. So I'm going to go to Art Department Documents. And then if I have something like a PDF that's a document, I can upload that. So if I have this one's the correct size, just to show you what it looks like so you don't think you're doing something wrong when this comes up. And it says up top the different types of documents that you can upload. So you can upload Word documents, you can upload Excel documents, PowerPoint documents, other word processing documents, and PDFs. So most of your basic file types, I actually tend not to work with the Word documents. I have PDFs and Pages. So anything like this you could upload in PDF, open. Just showing you that you can upload and still be working on your computer. You don't have to sit here and wait. In this case, I need to work with these documents to show you, but I want you to know that you could, once you start uploading something like we did with the painting images, you could go and continue to work on your website. So don't think that you're not able to do that. So if I want to add this, I'd highlight it, go to Add Document. Then you'll see is I have a little PDF that I can link people to. So that's how you would upload something like a document. For videos, if you had a video, let's say like a YouTube presentation put together of all your drawings, you can upload a video right here. And then all you have to do with video is go to Settings and just put your YouTube link right in this URL code box. You can also link this to your YouTube account, so you can just search your different YouTube videos if you want. It's really easy. It's really super easy. Just make the link. It's that simple. And all of these work the same way. Again, if you have an account, it's going to be easier for you to upload. Saving. I'm not going to do any more to drawing. I'm going to go to photography because those images I have there are photographs. So I'm going to add image. Just go to my regular image. And I'm going to choose a couple of photographs. These are all student photographs actually, which is really great for you guys to see. And I'm just highlighting multiples because I want to add multiple images, and you can do that. And again, I didn't add multiple images in a gallery. I just added multiple images. So I'm going to have to go in and sort of customize those myself. If I want to work this way, if I pull down, then my page just gets larger. It's pretty simple. When the pink comes up, it means everything's aligned, which is good to see. If I pull from my sides, then it doesn't change the constraints or proportions of my photographs. And maybe I just want to have a display of all these different images. So I'm going to bring this one down here. It's long. Again, it aligned. I'm going to make it long. If I pull from the corners, it's going to keep everything, keep the constraints correct. If I want to align here, if I want to align up top. And then I'm going to take my home button. I'm going to bring it all the way down to the bottom. Now for each of these images, because they're separate images, I want to go to Edit Image, and I could add frames or something like that to them if I want to. That's all in your Edit Image. Those are the options it gives you. I could change the style of each of these, like if I want to have it be circular, for example, I could do that. If I wanted to add an animation, so if I wanted some images to slowly emerge on this page, I could do that. So here are the animation styles: fade in, float in, expand in, turn in. It's okay to put these in every once in a while. It can really, if you have just a bunch of images, I think it can really help people take a look if you want something to be recognized later on. I'm going to do a fade in. And how many seconds after this page has been viewed do I want it to start? So I want it to fade in and not take that long, but I don't want this image to come up right away. So that's everything I'm working on. I say okay. You want to preview what that looks like. All these were on my page already, and then this image faded in. So I think that's really nice when you're just populating to put some of those animations in so that people know, or so it doesn't look like when they come to your page, everything's there all at once. A better option for this would also be to add the gallery like we did before. So all I'm doing is going through, and I'm going to actually delete these. I just want to show you how sort of working with just an image works. And I'm going to go add, remember to do the gallery. I'm going to choose a different gallery this time because I think that it's nice. Sort of what I was working with before. Bringing it up. That just fits in there. A lot of images. So I have to go here. I have to organize my images. And I'm going to delete these images because they're not mine and I don't want them there. Adding my own image. It's so important to make sure that you add your own images. You don't want other things on here that aren't yours. Again, I'm going to highlight all those, go to add. They're all here. So what do? Make sure that I change what they're called. Done. It's nice, sort of have a fun collage look to all of these. Again, if you want to change, like you want something to come up first, just make sure that you go around in your settings. You can choose to, when an image is clicked, have it come up really large. You can also choose the number of columns that you show. So if you didn't like the way that that first collage came out, you can choose what it looks like. You can randomize it. It's actually pretty cool. You can also take the images that you already have, and this is what I really want to show you, and then just change the gallery type. So you say, you know, collage really isn't working for this. Maybe I want to try something different. And it's going to take the images I have. So I don't have to delete all the work that I've done naming these. That's really all I have to do. And then you can organize, again, what you want them to be if the titles are off or anything like that. So it's pretty simple stuff. And you want to save. You want to preview what happens when I click on this image. It brings me to the full because that's what I put the setting in. Really great, really very simple. What I want to do now is go to our contact page because it is incomplete. And that's where I want to show you some of these really cool applications that you can add. And again, I'm just going through these tools, and I hope that you'll go through these tools and that you'll be creative. So an application market is all the different things that you can get for free. You want to make sure that you go to the free ones. for app that you can, for Wix that you can put on your page. So for example, if you want to put like a weather forecaster, or if you had an Etsy site, if you wanted to put a map to your business, if you wanted to put your Instagram feed, all of those things you can do for free through Wix, which is cool. So if you choose this, I'm going to choose Instagram. I'm going to say add to site just so you see what it looks like. I think that on your contact page, it's nice to have a little bit of information about you. So I'm going to go to settings, and one of the things I have to change is whose Instagram feed this is, because you don't want Wix's Instagram to compare. So tech ed for teachers, put in your password, authorize. And so now on my contact page, I have my Instagram, which is just full of teaching and learning photographs about our education. And then you also want to put your contact information. If you need really just to have someone contact you, if you want to put like a Facebook like, all of those, it's simple. All you have to do is link your account. I discourage you to link personal accounts. I make accounts just for teaching and learning, just for school, just for myself professionally. But that's how that works. Then I'm going to go to save, preview, see how that works, follow, good stuff, go back to my editor, back to my home page, and that's what we have. We have a working website right now, really. So the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is publish.